Do you want to know the people I'm probably most jealous of in life? It's the people who are able to curate the perfect playlist. They're given an event, a feeling, any kind of topic, and they're able to capture that and create the perfect configuration of songs. Some people are creating new playlists all the time with new music, which I can't do because I listen to the same people over and over. I'm very much a music re-listener, show rewatcher. I've listened to Man's Best Friend an unhealthy amount of times. So playlists aren't always my strong suit. However, one playlist that I'm very, very proud of is my tanning playlist, my summer playlist. Let me set the scene, okay? It is like end of June. You wake up naturally to the sun and to birds chirping at maybe 8 or 9 in the morning because you wanted to sleep in, but you didn't want to sleep in too much because then it cuts into your day. So you wake up peacefully. You have a slow morning ahead of you. You have a dinner with your friends later on in the day, but for now, you're just relaxing and staying at home. Then 11 a.m. rolls around and you check the weather app and the UV's at like a 7 or an 8, and you decide that you're gonna go outside and tan. So you put on your bikini and you feel amazing. You feel on top of this world. You're in your follicular phase, so you just feel incredible. You have no makeup on. You're already starting to get a little bit of a tan. Your freckles are coming out. You put on your sunscreen and your tanning oil, and then you have the most perfect watermelon you've ever had in your life. It's crunchy and refreshing and sweet and cold. Or you have the most perfect green grapes. They're crunchy and cold and sweet. They're not soft and sour. Or you have some lemonade. You just had something really, really refreshing, and now you're gonna go outside. You throw your hair up into the most perfect bun. It's not too loose, so it's not gonna fall out, but it's also not too tight. It's gonna be comfortable to lay down in. You grab your phone and your speaker. You grab your portable fan, and you grab a towel if you're gonna be laying down on a towel. And then you step outside, and the weather is perfect. You can tell that the UV is high. You can tell that the sun is strong, but it's not overly hot. There's a slight breeze, and it's to the point where you're probably not even going to need your fan. So you go out into your backyard or onto your porch, you lay down on the chair or the towel, you set up your phone, turn on the speaker, and click play. And this is the playlist that plays. It gives me serotonin just listening to it. I am at my peak in the summer, and I feel like that's the case for a lot of people. Spring forward was last week, and the second that that rolls around, my seasonal sadness is cured. I will say my seasonal sadness honestly wasn't as bad this year, but now the sun sets at like 7, and I have so much more energy, and I'm just so ready for summer. It's like my mind is already there before the weather is. And the other day I was getting ready, and I realized I have free will. And I was looking for a serotonin boost, so I played my tanning playlist, and it made me realize that I wanted to come on here and go through the entire playlist to help you curate the perfect one for summer. And it's actually kind of ironic because I still have my Christmas decorations in the back. I kept them up, okay, because I feel like they're wintry. Like I feel like I can get away with having them up during the winter, but I will be taking them down and putting them away soon. By April, I'm not gonna still have them up because it's gonna be spring and the snow is gonna be melting. I put them up not long before Christmas, so they weren't up for long and they're just cute, so I wanted to keep them up. I still have my snow globe sitting on my desk as well. Anyways, like I was saying, you're probably over winter at this point, so take the opportunity and create the perfect playlist for summer so that the second it's hot out, it's ready. So I'm gonna go through all the songs. I feel like some of them universally feel summery and some of them may be niche without me realizing it. But the good thing is you don't need to create a carbon copy of this playlist. It's just to give you suggestions, give you some inspiration. Anyways, yeah, this episode is just going to be really lighthearted just to kind of give you a little bit of a serotonin boost and get you excited for summer because I'm very over winter at this point. Also, this is so off topic, but I finally got my tattoo done. It's here on my wrist, but I'm just gonna put a video or a photo on the screen so you can see it better. It's essentially a heart that my dad drew and a heart that my mom drew, and I surprised them with it. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because it was in my 26 goals for 2026 episode, and I finally got it done, which is super exciting. I'm also doing puppy yoga with my friend today. I'm so excited, but I'm gonna stop yapping. Let's get started. So my playlist is called Tanning Playlist. Very straight to the point, not super creative, but it's 2.5 hours long, which I feel like is perfect. Like no one usually tans for much longer than that. And I will say the order of the playlist isn't relevant at all because I always play it on shuffle and it works out on shuffle. Some people make a playlist so that it works in a certain order, but I feel like with this, they all just work together and they all just transition into each other perfectly. I really wish I could like play clips of the songs, but I can't because that would get copyrighted. Because sometimes you hear a title and you don't know what the song is, but then if you hear a clip of it, you're like, oh yeah, I know that song. Okay, first off, starting off strong, we have Brazil by Declan McKenna. You have probably heard this song at some point or another. I feel like universally people feel like this is such a summer song. Maybe you can like go back and forth between playing the songs if you don't know what I'm talking about so that it makes a little more sense when it comes to how I'm describing it. But there's just something about the guitar intro. I feel like this is the type of song that someone would play in like a summer recap. If summer had a theme song, I feel like the intro of this song especially would be suitable. Or you know what Brazil also feels like? I feel like it's a song that would play in the intro of a coming of age movie when it starts in summer. Yeah, I just love this song. I always play my playlist on shuffle, but sometimes I literally select this one first and then I play the rest on shuffle because I just feel like it's such a good intro for the playlist. Okay, the next song is Unwritten. I feel like I don't really have a lot to say for this one, but it gives you such a serotonin boost and it just makes me feel like summer. I don't know why. I find with songs that are a little bit older, they make me really nostalgic. And when I think of old music, I usually associate it with summer. But I don't know, like one morning I remember I was getting ready and I just put on Unwritten and it gave me such an energy boost. It just put me into such a good mood. It just makes me want to like skip down the street. Such an exciting song. It's such a mood lifter. Okay, the next song, I'm not sure how to say it. I don't know if it's Praise Jah or Praise Yah, but it's Praise Jah in the Moonlight by YG Marley. It may sound familiar, it may not, but I do remember, I think her name is Leah Halton. She had a really viral video on TikTok of her lip syncing to his song, and this is the song that played. I may be mistaken, but I'm pretty sure this guy is related to Bob Marley. And if you know anything about Bob Marley's music, it kind of gives me a bit of like a beachy, like tropical vibe. It's a little bit slower, but I feel like this is a song that would play if I just landed in Hawaii for a trip and then I get into a rental car and then all the windows are down and the wind is blowing in. And this is the song that we're blasting on the radio. Okay, the next song is Back on 74 by Jungle. I love this song so much. I don't really know how to describe this one. Like, I feel like the playlist overall gives me the feeling of the scenario I first described at the beginning of the episode. I mean, for some of them, the feeling's a little more specific. But again, for this song, I'm just picturing I'm laying on the porch in my backyard. Or you know what? No, it kind of feels like I'm tanning by the water somewhere. Like I'm on like a private beach or I'm on a dock on a lake or something. And it's very quiet. The only noise I hear is the speaker and the water. And this is the song that's playing. Like this song kind of just feels like 12 p.m. tanning. You know what I mean? Okay, the next song is Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. You probably know this one. There's just something so summer about this song. It came out 2 years ago, and I don't think it came out in the summer. I think it came out like right before, maybe a couple months before. But I feel like the summer is really the time that it blew up and it got huge. Because even if you ignore the words and you just listen to the backtrack of the song, and there's something about the beginning, I don't know how to explain it, but if you listen to it now, the beginning before she starts singing, the audio kind of sounds like it's playing off of a speaker almost. I don't know if that was the right key. But yeah, there's just something about it. It feels almost like distant. Like it feels very summery. It feels like I'm at like a pool party or something when I'm 10 and I hear music coming off of the speaker and that's the song that plays. Okay, the next song is Ivy by Frank Ocean. My feeling of this being a summery song may be niche, it may be personal. I don't know if it feels this way to other people, but I also have Pink and White by Frank Ocean on this playlist. Maybe it just feels like a summer song to me because I have memories of it playing a lot one summer, but Ivy kind of just feels like you just got inside from tanning or something and you're cozy inside with some friends and you guys are just relaxing. There's a window open, you can feel the wind come in. It's like perfect temperature, you're comfortable, and this is the song that's playing. It's a little bit slower, but it just feels summery. Like it feels like a type of summer song that you would play while you're just chilling inside and having a relaxing day. Or honestly, it kind of feels like if it's summer and it's a bit of like a rainier day and you're staying inside, this is the song that plays. I don't know. But I'm just getting the vibe of you're having a relaxing day and this is the song that plays, but it still feels very summery to me. Okay, the next song I love so much. It's Daylight by Harry Styles. Harry's House, I'm pretty sure, came out in May of 2022. And I remember listening to it so much that summer. It's honestly still one of my favorite albums. Not just of Harry's. I mean, it's definitely one of my favorite Harry albums, but just overall, it's one of my favorite albums. This song kind of just feels like you woke up kind of early. It's maybe 7 a.m. and you decide that you want to go out for an early morning walk, and you put on your headphones or you're putting in your AirPods, and you're just having a slow walk in the morning, and this is the very first song that you play. I also have another Harry song from the same album on this playlist. There's just something so summery about the upbeat songs on Harry's house. No, the slow songs are heartbreaking and make me cry. Matilda and Little Freak make me want to sob every single time. But the upbeat ones are just so summery to me, especially Daylight. Yeah, and it's the perfect mix between like an upbeat and slow song. Anyway, so next we have Young and Beautiful by Lana Del Rey. I think this one is often associated with summer because there's a lyric in it that literally says hot summer nights mid-July. But this one kind of just makes me feel like I'm on a late-ish night drive in the summer. It's maybe like 8, 9 o'clock and the sun is starting to set. I have the windows down and I'm just driving by myself. And I'm kind of like nostalgic about this summer. And I'm sad at the thought that one day it's gonna end. And this is the song that's playing. My windows are down, I'm blasting it. This is the song that's playing. Like when I hear this song, I'm just picturing a beautiful sunset and someone is diving into the water slowly, or a sunset swim at the ocean, something like that. Like I'm picturing swimming at the ocean or driving in your car, just something end of day. It gives me end of the day in the summer. And there's just something so beautiful about Lana's voice. It just feels very like peaceful and slow and summery. I don't know how to describe it, but just so many of her songs, video games as well. It's not on this playlist, but there's just something about the way she sings. I feel like I'm like floating. Okay, the next song is probably an obvious one why it's here, but it's Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift. Obviously, she's singing it about summer, so she wanted to give it a bit of a summer vibe. But it's funny to me because this came out, I think, in 2019. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Lover album came out in 2019. And then for some reason, Cruel Summer was blowing up again maybe like a couple years ago. And I don't know, I might be mistaken, but I feel like maybe it had played in season 1 of The Summer I Turned Pretty or something, or people just associated the song Cruel Summer to The Summer I Turned Pretty. I don't know, but the song is just really nostalgic to me of summer a couple years ago. But this song kind of just makes me feel like, again, I'm in a car. It's always in cars or on the beach, in like a white Jeep specifically. And I'm driving down the road and it's like midday. I'm not the one driving though. I'm in like the passenger seat. It feels like a scene from a movie where the person in the passenger seat has her head up, like outside of the car, either through the window or out the sunroof, and the wind is blowing and the windows are down and this song is blasting. I kind of just picture a scene like that from a movie in the best way possible. Okay, next song is Lady. I don't know if I can say this word. Can I say this word? Is it gonna get taken down if I say this word? Killers 2 by G-Eazy. Jeezy? I don't know how I'm supposed to say it. But yeah, again, I don't really know how to explain this one. It kind of just, again, feels like the entire description I gave, the entire scenario at the beginning. But it kind of just feels like the type of summer song that you would listen to while getting ready to go somewhere at night. And it's maybe like 8 or 9 p.m. So it's not super dark yet, but the sun is starting to set. And this is the song that you listen to while you're getting ready. Or it even feels like the type of song that someone would use for a summer photo dump on Instagram. Like they took photos with friends or something where it's just photos of themselves and this is the song that's playing over it. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, but I'm just picturing like getting ready or taking photos, something of that sort. And it also just makes me nostalgic because I think it was maybe like really trending a couple of years ago. I don't really remember. Okay, the next song is Three Nights by Dominic Fike. I don't know, this is just the type of song that sounds amazing on a speaker. The song kind of just feels like it's a song that would play at a summer party. Okay, the next song is Borderline by Tame Impala. Something about Tame Impala in general, I have 2 of their songs on this playlist. It's just so summery. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Again, yeah, this song kind of just makes me feel like I'm in a car or maybe I'm on a run and this is the music I'm listening to. I don't know. You kind of just need to listen to it yourself. I don't really know how to explain why this reminds me of summer. Because if I did, then it would just be so repetitive. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I did not realize how long this playlist actually was. And for some of these, it's kind of hard to explain the way it makes me feel because it's a very niche playlist that's connected to a specific topic. It's not like I just went through a list of songs and they have nothing to do with each other, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through the list and say the rest of them, and if there's one that gives me a specific feeling, then I'll mention it. But some of these I'm just like, I don't know how to explain how it makes me feel because a lot of these really just the scenario I described earlier just captures how this entire playlist makes me feel. It just makes me so nostalgic. It makes me literally long for summer. Okay, so we have Hell and Back by Bakar, I think is how you say it. But it's specifically the one featuring Summer Walker. And then we have Good Days by SZA. I love this song. There's something about the intro and the way that the birds are chirping. My alarm in the morning is actually an instrumental version of the intro of Good Days. Just super slow, and there's birds chirping, and it kind of just feels like waking up on a summer morning. Like you open your eyes, you wake up a little bit to the sun, like you have curtains or blinds, and the sun is kind of peeking through a little bit. And then you slowly get out of your bed, you stretch, you're wearing a cute little pajama set, you just feel amazing. You feel so well rested, and then you go and open the blinds or open the curtains and it's beautiful out. That's what this song feels like. It feels like a slow morning. It feels like a peaceful slow morning. We have Amber by 311. I don't know how to say it. And then we have Could You Be Loved by Bob Marley and the Wailers. Again, Bob Marley just makes me feel like I'm on vacation. I don't know how else to describe it. It makes me think of palm trees and pink flowers. Like it makes me think of plants and mountains and the beach. It just feels like I'm somewhere beautiful. Like I'm picturing like a beautiful landscape basically. Then we have Pursuit of Happiness by Kid Cudi, MGMT, and Ratatat. Is that how I say it? And then there is Right Down the Line by Jerry Rafferty. I'm so scared I'm saying the names wrong. If I'm saying the names wrong, I'm so sorry. It's the type of thing where I have these songs in a playlist, but I don't really listen to anything else by the artist. I mean, there's obviously some exceptions on here, but like I have never listened to any other song, at least willingly, by Jerry Rafferty, so I'm not sure how to say it. And then we have Latch by Disclosure and Sam Smith. This song is a little bit older. I think it's from like 2012, 2013. And again, there's a specific part of the song that just came to mind. There's like an instrumental part where it's like do 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 do. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. There's a specific instrumental part of the song. If I figure out where it is, maybe I'll put the time that it's at in the song so that you know what I'm talking about. I'll put it on the screen. I can't play it because it'll be copyrighted. But yeah, something about that just generally feels like I'm maybe watching like a compilation of videos or something from summer and they're like speed showing at the same speed of the noise. I don't know how to explain it. You just need to listen to it yourself. But yeah, just again, like I said earlier with the older songs, it just makes me feel nostalgic and it makes me think of summer. And then we have August by Taylor. This song is genuinely so beautiful. I know it's a really popular one, but it's genuinely probably one of my favorite Taylor songs. Something about the bridge, it's such a beautiful song. It's so good. And then we have Satellite by Harry Styles, which is also from the same album as Daylight. This is one of my other favorite songs on the album. It's just such a good album. I think, do I have Keep Driving on here too? Because Keep Driving is kind of summery as well. I don't know if I have Keep Driving on here. I don't think I do. Well, I should. I think I'm gonna add that. And then we have Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears. This is a bit of an older song, I think from maybe the 80s or 90s, but there's just something about the instrumental part that feels so summery. And then there's Walking on a Dream by Empire of the Sun. And then there's Out of My League by Fits in the Tantrums. The Less I Know the Better by Tame Impala. Again, another Tame Impala song. This song is so good. It's so good. Then I have Georgia Girl by Megan Maroney. This is one of my favorite Megan songs, and actually, I went to her concert. At this point, it's been like 2 years now, and my friend bought me VIP for a Christmas gift, and I've never cried that hard at a concert before. As she played Georgia Girl as our surprise song, I started sobbing. I was shaking. I literally kept saying, I need to hear Georgia Girl live. I need to hear it live. And it wasn't on her set list, but she did it for our surprise song. It was so good. It was so good. And then I have Daylight by Taylor Swift. Taylor does make a few appearances on this. And then we have Never Be the Same by Camila Cabello. I don't know how to explain it, but this song is, I think, from 2018 or 2019, something like that. And it just makes me so nostalgic again. It just feels like summer when I was like 12. It just feels like a song that would be blasting when I'm at an outdoor event or something when I'm 12. Just like a nostalgic summer song, you know? I don't think it even came out in the summer. I might be wrong, but. And then we have Supernatural by Ariana Grande. This is genuinely one of my favorite songs on Eternal Sunshine. The first time I heard it, like the bridge part where the music cuts, I don't know how to explain it. I'll put maybe like the time it happens at on the screen. It made me feel like I was floating. It's so good. I keep using that description, but generally some of these just make me feel like that. And then I have Montana Sky by the Jonas Brothers, Pink and White by Frank Ocean, and then I have Best Part by Daniel Caesar and Her. Guys, I love this song so much. It's a little bit slower. There's a little guitar in it. It's kind of like acoustic. And again, this one just feels like a slow, chill morning. Like you wake up in the morning and you're making your morning coffee and then you open the door and you're sitting outside while drinking that coffee. That's kind of just what the song feels like. And then we have Chiquita by ABBA. I had to include ABBA at some point or another in this playlist because ABBA is just so summer to me, which makes sense because of Mamma Mia. And then we have Bad Habit by Steve Lacy. This is such a good song. Aside from summer playlists, it's such a good song. It just really gives me summer vibes, and I don't really know why. Then we have Confidence by Ocean Alley. Please, Please, Please by Sabrina. This song is just so good and so summery. Honestly, all of Short and Sweet is because it came out, I think, at the end of August 2 years ago. And then I have Santeria by Sublime, Baby Doll by Dominic Fike. And then I also have Mrs. by Dominic Fike. There's actually a lot of Dominic Fike on this playlist. And then last but not least, I have Manchild by Sabrina. This came out beginning of June of last year. Kind of like Please Please Please. They both came out at the beginning of the summer. And I don't know, there's something about Sabrina's music style. It just makes me think of summer. Anyway, so that's all I have on my playlist. I'm sure there are so many other songs that would be suiting on a playlist like this. Maybe this gave you a bit of an inspiration for creating your own. I need to go because I need to go to puppy yoga. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you so much and I'll see you next week.